Hi, I'm Derek.
I'm Brooks.
We're from Mayday Parade, and this is our 4-track history. Miserable at Best. That song, what's interesting about that song is that it started, we went in to record A Lesson in Romantics, and it was kind of just this like back burner idea that didn't have a name. It wasn't very completed. We just called it Piano Song. I guess none of us really realized how important that song was going to become, and we sort of finished it kind of last minute, and we've talked about it a lot, especially with Kenneth and Zach, who recorded that song, that if we had known how important that song was going to be, we probably would have tried to, overproduce it and put strings and build this whole thing. But I think what works about it is that it is just stripped down piano vocals, very intimate, it kind of surprised all of us, I think, with.
Yeah, it just goes to show that you really don't know sometimes what your better songs are, or what people are really going to attach to.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of it's the lyrics, I think, and for us, a lot of our biggest songs are our ballads and our lyric-driven ballads that are more intimate, and people just seem to attach to those, and it resonates with people, and I think that's kind of where we learned that from that song, and yeah. Kids in Love is a song that, let's see, I remember when I first started writing that song, we were at the Cleveland House of Blues.
I remember being on the road and you playing it on acoustic guitar in the green room and kind of showing like at least the idea, getting started with it, and it being a super catchy song. And I forget what tour that was. That was probably the all-time low, the main tour, the sellout tour. But started writing that song, and I think we all kind of knew from the start that it was going to be a strong song, an important song for the album. It kind of went through a couple different variations. We worked on it a lot, did a couple different bridges and whatnot. It's cool. We did the video for it is probably our most racy.
Right. It's pretty extreme. It's kind of there's like drugs and sex and it's these kids kind of going out on this trip, and we're barely in it. Right. Yeah. We're just barely. Yeah. I think it's a cool video. It just feels very real, and well, it is, because I mean they actually did go. Yeah. The director went out with these 4 actors, and they like had a trip where they went and did all the things that they did and had this experience, and it was so much. It looks like so much fun, and I think it's just very real.
It's my favorite video that we've done because of all of that. It definitely got some mixed reviews from fans and stuff. Some people were really mad about it because I guess it was too explicit or whatever.
Right.
I think that's a really interesting thing to do once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh Well. Sort of a similar kind of thing. It was whenever we were writing our 3rd album, the self-titled album. That's a song that I kind of brought in early on that I think just, we sort of knew was going to be an important song on the album. I spent so much time, I had the music kind of demoed out for that song, and I just listened to it like hundreds of times over and over again when we were on tour to finish out all the lyrics to it and everything. I'd say it's one of our... like if someone's going to listen to any just one Mayday Parade song, I think Oh Well is a pretty good one to listen to. It's got the slow, soft ballad kind of intro. I mean, it fires in, fast and energetic, and it's got sort of this, anthemic kind of ending, and so I think it kind of encompasses a little bit of a lot of stuff that we do. We do the video for that one as well. It's a cartoon video. It's kind of like nuts. It's like sort of like a comic book style story of
it's like vector art, like 3D layers. You check it out; it's really cool. It's my second favorite video.
There you go. Yeah, it's a really important song for our band. Yeah. Yeah, Piece of Your Heart. That's a song that kind of surprised us as well. Whenever we were recording Sunnyland, we up until the very last minute, that song wasn't really in consideration. We were trying to figure out which, 12 or 13 or whatever songs we were going to do, and it was down to like the final song, and it was between two different songs, not Piece of Your Heart. I had submitted the demo of Piece of Your Heart kind of late in the process and didn't seem to get much of a reaction, so I just didn't worry about it. And then I think Jake and Cabbage sort of last minute were like, actually, there's something about that song that's kind of cool. And we kind of went back and at the very last minute gave it a chance, and ended up being a really important song on the album, and one of the more successful songs on the album. And it was cool. We also kind of did it a little bit different with Kenneth and Zach, the way we went about doing the sort of a group, live drum thing to it, and adding this production kind of stuff that we'd never done before.
It was more on the spot, than a lot of songs. Usually you go into a record with pre-pro first, and this kind of felt like, okay, we got to get it done. And they had a vision for it that really helped bring it all together.
Right, yeah. But yeah, it's a fun song to play, and yeah.